up because I realized that what was living behind that boy's eyes was purely and simply evil.
You thought the game was over, but it's only just begun.
Welcome to Late Night Massacre, known as Safe, and yeah, we're ready to play a game. We are ready for the start of this marketing for Saw 10, and they just dropped some stuff yesterday. They dropped some stuff today, so definitely a couple things to definitely talk about here regarding Saw 10, and to just say the least, man, I'm so emotionally excited. I'm so emotional for this film coming out. No joke. September 28th cannot come fast enough, okay? The first thing that they released the other day was the poster for Saw 10, and oh my God. As soon as I saw this, guys, I was terrified. As soon as I saw this, I saw that white background. Kind of reminded me of the old Saw films. You guys remember the early days of Saw? You know, we had those white background posters kind of showing that the poster was telling the story a little bit, and kind of us figuring out, like, what does this poster mean? Like, what does it have to do with it? You know, so there's always things to really look forward to when you look at posters like this. I know maybe to some people it's not a big deal, but I was a big fan of those white background posters back in the day, and man, they look just fantastic. And seeing this poster right here, from what it looks like, you know, witness the return of Jigsaw. This is just so great, man. Just giving Tobin Bell so much respect, and I love it so much. And a guy wearing half of a face mask with tubes connected to the eyes crossing into an X, which means Saw 10. And that is absolutely terrifying. I just can't imagine what that trap is going to be. Something is going to fall into those eyelids, or something is going to happen, something really bad. I hope that Josh Dahlberg, some of these other guys really, or the VFX guys that create all this stuff, or the ideas, are really, you know, obviously everything's always been practical, which I definitely like. Practical effects are the best effects ever. I don't care what anybody says. But like I said, the white background, I like, if this poster was different, I would be like, oh, this is a really cool poster. But that white background with what they're trying to tell the story here in this poster, it just intrigued me even more. Going back to its roots of the Saw films, because remember, this film takes place between Saw 1 and Saw 2. So very excited about that. And oh my God, I looked at that poster like all day yesterday. I'm not even kidding. It was so great. The second thing that happened today with some of the news, Billy the Doll is back. And I totally forgot about Billy the Doll at all, because I was sitting here like, you know, I'm just so excited about Tobin Bell coming back as John Kramer, as Jigsaw, to the point where, like, I wasn't even thinking about Billy the Doll. And to be honest, because Billy the Doll is just so iconic. In the Saw movies, Billy the Doll was just something that John Kramer made and then turned it into, like, his persona, turned it into, like, his, like him, you know, like his iconic character in a different form. And seeing him in this picture on this official Twitter account for Saw says, I know you missed me. Saw 10 is in theaters September 29th. And love the background. It looks like I'm watching the earlier films. It looks so good. I really hope, and I'd be shocked if they don't do this, but I hope there is a trap where you see Billy the Doll either, you know, ride his tricycle and start talking, or he's going to be on the TV turning his head and start talking in Tobin Bell's voice of what game that somebody is about to play. And that's going to be one of my favorite. I think those are like my favorite scenes of Saws, with Billy the Doll, and especially with Tobin Bell's voice coming from it. It's just so creepy, and it's just so, man, it makes you scared. I just absolutely love it so much. And you know, we're gonna see what they do with Billy the Doll in this film. And I don't know, like, they've used him over a good amount of films, you know, in the franchise, even after when, you know, John Kramer's character, you know, John Kramer was dead after, you know, the third movie. They really still used this doll in a lot of ways to kind of keep his spirit alive, using flashbacks, as Tobin Bell was in a lot of flashback scenes in the later Saw films, you know, because they want to keep him, you know, somewhat alive, that his presence is felt in a lot of these movies going forward. But as we were promised going into Saw 10, the idea that they were making this film, I had no idea. You know, the first thing they even told us when Saw 10 was becoming available, you know, when the rumors were coming out, that Josh Dahlberg says that John Kramer, Tobin Bell is going to be a huge part of this film. And we kind of said to ourselves, well, how is he going to be a huge part of this film? It makes no sense. He's dead, blah, blah, blah. How many more times are you going to do this? And to be honest, I don't even care how many times they do it. Like, without Tobin Bell, this franchise is absolutely nothing. And I think they've connected, like, this, you know how one movie will go into another movie, then the fifth movie will go back to the third movie, and this really happened between, like, they connected the movies so well, and all of it made sense. Like, a lot of it made sense. I hope we see Amanda in this film. I hope we see Jill, his wife, kind of see them together a little bit. Maybe, you know, they're on, like, this is where they start their breakup, and they, you know, she starts to resent him, and, you know, so maybe we see some things like that in this film. But like I said, guys, I am so excited. Now, the last bit of news, which I said in my last video about this, this weekend, Midsummer Horror, I forgot what it's called. There's a panel for Saw 10 this weekend. I 200% guarantee that we're going to get a teaser trailer this weekend, whether it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I don't know, but we're going to get it. If they're going to have a panel, they're going to be showing it to a bunch of people, and I feel like they're going to release it. I mean, the marketing has already started for this film already, okay? It started, like, what, last week, pretty much, you know, when they were releasing a couple things, and now you get a poster now you have Billy the Doll, and now we're just waiting on that teaser trailer. And since that panel is this weekend, definitely believe a trailer will drop, and cannot wait to see how frightening it is, to see what they go back, see, you know, we know what the story is about. And, you know, to see that John Kramer has cancer, tries to go and get a cure for his cancer somewhere in Mexico, and then he gets, you know, he gets victimized by a bunch of guys, or I don't know if it's in a hospital or something like that, and then John Kramer's going to come back with a vengeance and put these people in a game that they'll never forget. And I cannot wait. The return of Jigsaw. Oh man, I just can't wait for this. I'm so happy for Tobin Bell. I'm so happy for this franchise, and by God, I hope this movie does well, and I hope it's good. I really do. I'm praying that it is really good, and I feel like I said, for the 10th time in this video, they are going back to the pure roots of the Saw franchise, and that is awesome. So let me know what you guys think about the poster. Let me know what you think about Billy the Doll, and do you think we'll get a trailer this weekend? I probably guarantee you between Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we will have a teaser trailer for this thing, because the marketing has already started. You have now a month, almost a month a month and a couple days until this movie comes out. So, or a couple months, sorry, a couple months till this movie comes out. So the marketing has got to start picking up now to get people excited and to get people into the seats of the theaters. So I will be there day one. You know it. Okay, I will be there. There's no doubt about it. So let me know what you guys think. If you guys last this long in this video, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you like the video as well. Cover news for all the horror franchise, especially Saw. We'll be covering everything on that as the closer we get. And I will see you guys on the next one. You enjoy and have a fantastic day. Peace out.